Hello. Okay, so the museum that I picked, well, it was always been my favorite, but I had two favorites. The Air and Space Museum, or some sort. Yeah, it was the Air and Space Museum, and the Holocaust Museum. And I picked the Holocaust Museum because it really gets you. It just shows you what happened back then and how real it was. And um, yes. Okay, so me and my mother, we went to the Holocaust Museum last week, and oh yeah, last week. We walked up to the Holocaust Museum. So we went in there, like we were gonna walk in there and give our own self a tour instead of like doing the self tour. If you did the self tour by yourself, then you didn't get to go to the top floor, which was the fourth floor, and that was like the private thing. Like you got to pay for that. So we was like, nah, we're not gonna pay for this. But I was like, I wanted to really see it, so my mom was like, okay, let's go wait in line. But the line was too long, way too long. So my mom was talking with the lady who was selling the tickets, and the lady asked my mom, she was like, do you work for the government? My mom was like, yes. Showed her the ID and everything because she works at the Department of Transportation. So we got in for free because my mom worked for the government, and you know, all them things in DC just all run by the government. So that was the good thing because we didn't have to pay and we got to go straight up. So we went up to the fourth floor, the top floor, and that was the exhibit that, yeah, I just told you that you have to pay for. It's the special one. And up there they showed you like videos of like all of this happening, exactly when it started happening and what led to it. I really don't understand why the fourth floor was so special. I really think the third floor was more special than the fourth floor, but besides that, the the fourth floor was just telling you about how it led up to it and a bunch of videos, just a bunch of videos. On the third floor, it showed the carriage they were in. Well, I wouldn't call it a carriage. It was more like it looked like it should be cattle in it, and it was pretty big. But I could imagine how many people they stuffed in there. So I know they wouldn't been able to move at all. Also on the third floor, they had like dead, like the bones of people who got burned, and they got burnt like they were still in the position of holding each other, and it just hit you. It's like, whoa, like how could someone do that? And oh yeah, when they burn people, their shoes, which were like rubber, they were like tires. What the fuck? Oh god. But they were like, yeah, they didn't burn, so that was the only thing left after the burning. And on both sides of the wall, like on this side of the wall and the other side, and through the walkway, it was all the shoes of all the people who got burned, and the shoes were just there. It smelled really bad, actually, very bad. My mom, she was just like, I was like, it's not that bad, but it was just, whoa. It was just, when you saw it, was like, are you kidding me? So that's what really hit me at first. That's why it was like the third exhibit, like it was more real, like realistic and everything than the fourth one that we supposed to pay for. On the second floor, it had a bunch of pictures and families of all the families that got killed. And if you go towards the back, it was like booths where there was phones and you could not talk, but hear the phone calls of people who talk to their family or call for help or anything. And they also had Anne Frank's diary all the way in the back towards that way. All that happened. You know, I would have thought I would have saw Anne Frank more in that museum, but I didn't at all, really, except for her diary. So, that's a shocker. On the first floor, it was just, it actually really wasn't nothing. It was just a walkway. Yes. This is my favorite museum because it actually gets you into living like how they did. Like, it puts you in their place basically, and unlike other museums where they just show you stuff, but this museum, it actually puts you there. Like, it's like they gave you, in the beginning of the tour, they gave you a booklet, and like, this is who you are for the day. Like, I was Anne something, not Anne Frank, but it was Anne something, and it told you their whole life story and what happened to them. So yes, that was good. After it was just, I don't know, it was something, it was real, it was just serious, and it like hits you, and it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it. That's the thing, I can't explain how it makes you feel. But I would suggest to anybody who hasn't seen it, go over there. It doesn't cost anything. Well, if you want to go to the top exhibit, it costs. But yes, it was serious. It just hits you, even though I'm not Jewish or nothing like that, but it just hits you. It's like, this was horrible. And when we went to the museum, there was a bunch of Jewish people there at the time, and I can understand why, because the whole thing was dealing with Jews. So yes, but yes, you should go see it. Go to the exhibit. Yes. And I couldn't take pictures on the inside because they wouldn't let you, so I took a video on the outside of it, and you're about to see that. Thanks. Hold it. Get down to me, on me. Okay, this is my favorite museum, the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. Yes, and we're about to go in. Yeah, going in.
Just do a little something, or think about what you saw.
Well, we haven't saw nothing yet.
Okay.
It's looking pretty.
Okay, I'm taking this picture of it.
It's not a picture. I don't think we'll be able to take pictures here.
I know.
Okay, well, you can.